So hey guys, GhazzyTV here with a badass cough and a fucked up voice with another Path of Exile video. In this one, I'm going to talk about the Atlas passive trees. These beautiful bastards. There's a few things that people need to grasp first when it comes to this. I know Grimroll made a really good video on this as well. And Path of Math has a really good document as well about this. And I've been talking a lot with Path of Math about this. And we have made a Atlas passive tree guide that will be linked in the descriptions below. And it also outlines a bunch of different templates that you can use. So if you don't want to think, you can just follow those templates and just go ham with it with a small description describing what the tree is made for. The thing that we need to think about is that without actually testing if they're making any sort of changes, because we know that they're going to be using the map equity system, and which I'm not going to explain because it's very complex. Basically, there is a concern that we might need to spec into map drop nodes on the tree. These map drop nodes are located here in the start as well as in the middle section.
Did you know that can save you 18 skill points?
So besides these things, there is a small risk that we might have to invest into these, but it also depends on how the tree is designed. Because if you're going with like super juiced up farming with a ton of quantity and a ton of pack size, then map drops will come from that as well. Besides not having the investment into actual increase to your map drops. However, with that said, it would be wise to be on the fence, or not on the fence, but be ready to invest into these for the endgame trees as well, if need be. But obviously, this will be transparent once we get to testing this as the league starts. So that's one thing I wanted to mention. Outside of that, this is the guide that we posted. It will be a link in the descriptions below. There's an introduction with a collaboration with Path of Math to compile a range of passive trees for the Archnemesis League. And you can use these as guidelines, you can use these as templates, and they're just available for everyone for the sake of it. Now, I believe that no matter what is going to happen with the endgame version of dropping maps, you want to have an early progression tree that will help you with getting actual map drops. So I made a rough draft of a map dropping approach, which will help you progress faster, which is basically rushing out here and picking up these increased chances of dropping a map to your higher nodes. We will obviously be picking up the Harbinger for the extra currency, the extra strongbox for extra pack size, and I did actually pick up the Essence because it can be pretty nice early on in the stage of the progression of your mapping. And this also included picking up the Essences. Obviously, the Essences and the option to getting a Shrine and the Harbinger, these are secondary in my opinion, because when I'm going to start pushing maps, I will prioritize all of the map drops nodes, which means I'll be taking these side nodes and I'll be picking up the Expert Renaissance so we can re-roll the Kirak missions with the scouting reports, as well as picking up Commission Officer and picking up the Shaping the Valleys. And if I want to put in the Fortune Favors to Brave and having the map drop tier higher, we can also pick up Shaping the Seas if you want to do that as well. Not really helping with the favorite map, but will help with the increased chance of dropping a tier higher map, as well as these percent nodes prior to that. And then what I would do after this is that I would take this tree and use this as a bare bone skeleton, and then just decide my endgame tree, and I would start investing my nodes towards the endgame tree, and I would only respec out of these nodes when I need to. And obviously, if I feel that, hey, I'm sustaining maps and beyond, then I can start dropping these nodes. And if I feel that once I've gotten tier 16 maps going, I'm most likely going to be respecing out of all of them, assuming I can sustain. You also have to keep in mind the difference between sustaining tier 16 maps when all of your maps are tier 16 versus sustaining your favorite map. I'm pretty sure that if you want to roll and sustain one or two of your maps and only run those, you're going to have to invest into map drops. However, for the farming strategy that I will be running with, which is actually the Abyss farm strategy over here, the number 4 in the guide, that's what I'll be running with. And using this strategy, I don't care which map I run. So if I can make it sure that I can drop tier 16 maps, just like that, I don't care which one it is, without having the map drops nodes on the tree, I will remove all of them. And I'll just run any map because it will work fine for my strategy. And therefore I can invest into other nodes instead of spending or wasting my points into dropping maps, because I don't care which map I'll actually be running. So those are the few things that I wanted to bring out to light and, mention for you guys so you guys know, and also provide you guys with an Atlas tree guide page up on the PoE Vault website. Just check it out. And there's some templates for you guys that want to be lazy and just use a template and not think. So that's all I have for you with this video. Make sure you like the video, subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay safe and keep rocking.